Okay, today we're going to be looking at division of polynomials, and we're going to start off by comparing just a basic simple division problem that you learned in elementary school to a division of polynomials. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and divide those. Okay, in this problem up at the top, I have 6 as my quotient, and then I have a remainder of 2, and my divisor was 5. So I normally write my answer as 6 and 2/5, but I want you to understand that that means 6 plus 2/5. And I can do a similar thing down here for this problem. I'm going to have my quotient is x squared plus 2x minus 1. My remainder is -5, so I'm going to write this last part as minus 5 over x minus 2. X minus 2 is my divisor. So this answer right here of 6 plus 2/5 is similar to this answer where I have the quotient plus the remainder over the divisor. I want to look at this relationship among these numbers a little bit differently. I have 32 equals 5 times 6 plus 2. I have 5 groups of 6 and then plus 2. I can do a similar thing down here with this polynomial. Okay, and you can see that here I have these two polynomials multiplied together, subtract 5. Then I would get my original polynomial over here of x cubed minus 5x minus 3 that I had for the numerator or my dividend. So this answer up here that I'm going to highlight in blue or circle in blue, this 5 times 6 plus 2 is similar to this answer down here in blue. One more thing here about this real quick is that we say that this is in the form of the divisor times the quotient plus the remainder. In your homework, you may also see us written like this of x minus k times q of x plus r. Okay, we're going to be doing some examples here. We're expressing the polynomial in the form f of x equals x minus k times q of x plus r. Now this q of x, it looks like it almost means q times x, but it's not. It's a function of x. This x minus k is my divisor. This q of x is my quotient, and r is my remainder. So the first thing I want to do is figure out what x minus k is. Well, my divisor x minus k is going to equal x minus -9, which is going to be x plus 9. Okay, that's my divisor. And what I'm going to do is to use synthetic division to divide this out. And what goes in this box here is always the k. K is -9. I'm starting off with an x cubed. I have an x cubed, x squared, and x and a constant. So I have all of the coefficients that I need here. Just write those down. Okay, I do my synthetic division. And I get the answer down here as being x squared minus 3x plus 2. This is my quotient. And this -6 is my remainder. So now I have all 3 parts that I need. I have my divisor, my quotient, and my remainder. So my final answer here, f of x equals x plus 9 times x squared minus 3x plus 2 minus 6. Okay, problem number 2. I have this polynomial that I'm going to divide, and I have a k value of 3. The first thing I want to do is figure out what my divisor is going to be. And my divisor is always in the form x minus k. So I'm going to have x minus 3. What goes in the box is the k, so it's 3. And notice my polynomial starts with an x cubed. So that means it needs to have an x cubed, an x squared, an x, and a constant. And it does not have an x squared, so I'm going to have to add in 0x squared. So 3, 0, 2, negative 11. And we'll finish that on out. Okay, and remember we started with an x cubed up here, so this is going to be 3x squared plus 9x plus 29. That is my quotient, and 76 is my remainder. And remember that I'm trying to get my answer in the form f of x equals x minus k times q of x, which means the quotient, plus the remainder. So x minus k is x minus 3 times the quotient of 3x squared plus 9x plus 29. And then the remainder is plus 76.